Atlanta. Yeah, I went to Atlanta back in 2006 when I got out of Rikers Island, moved to Atlanta, and the main reason, like, I had family that had a network there, but I wanted to get away from, everything that was, would make me remember what I just went through. So I just packed and rolled, and a childhood friend of mine had moved to Atlanta years before that, and had a barbershop, got himself together and all that, doing what he's doing. Then it's like my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Rat, and I love him to death. He's just rat is rat. Ain't no rat is rat. But he took me in, fed me, took care of me, everything. Man, I was on my face, and I could never take nothing from that man for taking care of me. I went to Atlanta, and then I met this dude from Brooklyn while I was in Atlanta, and he was like, "Yo, damn, you South, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And this my man, good friend of mine now. His name's PR, and he's like, "Yo, I got this studio over here. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. You should come over and like engineer if you interested in engineering." Boom, boom. And so, I just said, "Fuck it, man." This dude just met me through somebody else saying, "Yo, that's Self." So I met dude, and then he was like, took me into the next day. He's like, I'm like, "Yeah, I need my own crib." And I'm telling him everything I've been going through, how I got to Atlanta and all that. And then he was like, "Yo, man, come on, man. Tomorrow you gonna come with me, and we're gonna set you straight." The next day he came and got me an apartment. You know what I'm saying? My own apartment. We put the studio equipment in there, and we started rocking from there. And a great friend of mine, like, to this day. Like, he helped me through some things. And it's crazy how, strangers could help you before your own family and friends sometimes. It's kind of crazy. But he did a lot for me. Like I say, a good friend of mine till this day, like my brother. But we started the studio work, this and that and that and this. And I started messing with a young lady, and she, I had a kid, so I ended up having another kid, went to Atlanta, had a baby, She was from Nashville, and, my son, now he's 10 years old. This is my youngest boy, and they, along with the kids that I had in my marriage, along with the new kids that I had, I had one kid before Jackson, Khalil. That's a whole nother story I gotta talk about in its own. But right now today I got 6 kids, and everything I do today, like back then I really was a very selfish person and really thought about myself and never really took the time to think about a family, and I have these people depending on me. And when I had Jackson, it started making me realize, like, look, man, it ain't about you. You got to start taking care of these responsibilities. And that's exactly what I've been doing ever since. I just started picking my face up and realizing that it's a bigger picture to this. It ain't about the money. It ain't about partying. It ain't about the bitches. It ain't about none of that. Because all that come when you're on that road and on that life, to be in the quote-unquote music industry or a street nigga or a gangster or whatever that is. But that shit don't lead 2 places, dead or in jail, man. I'm just blessed that I'm here at 51 talking to you, and I ain't in either boat, because I took my ass about that shit, I am very grateful for my journey. I'm very thankful for my journey and everybody that I ran across and, dealt with in my journey. And this is just some more little story. I just wanted to really touch on the depression part, because depression is real, man. And I touching back on it, I really was trying to kill myself by drinking to death or letting the police pull me over. No driver's license, just I was reckless and didn't care. And then I'm just grateful to God that he pulled me out of that depression state. So if anybody really in a depression state, you need somebody to talk. And the reason why I'm talking about depression today is because from my story, a young lady contacted me and said that she was moved by what I was talking about, and she was like, she's depressed and could I talk about depression? And I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going by my personal life experience, but I've been through depression. And I wouldn't want that on nobody, and it's real, man. So if somebody you know and got a loved one and they showing signs of sadness or like drug abuse, verbally abuse, like it's a whole bunch of, and even like stomach health problems come from depression, you know, chronic headache, all kinds of stuff. Like pay attention, man. These kids today, they go through it. Pay attention. And people in your relationships, your wife, your girlfriend, your spouse. Depression is real, man. You better pay attention because so many people kill themselves. And I can see how. This self is one of my stories. All right? See y'all next week.